Hello Gemini, and welcome to your coffee cup reading for the week ahead of May 22nd. And I want to wish every Gemini out there a happy, wonderful birthday month. Some of you already had birthdays, some are having birthdays this week. Happy birthday to all of you that are. And I hope you have a wonderful solar year return. And I'm going to include tarot. I did pre-shuffle this because I'm using one hand, so we're going to add some tarot cards to the reading, which I do for every section of the cup. And then after this, I have a little birthday video for you guys about your traits and things like that. I did that for every sign, I think, all the way to Scorpio. So then after that, I'll be doing something else for birthdays. But anyway, so to be fair, doing that for everyone. So watch the birthdays video right after this, and let's get into your reading now. Okay, so powerful energy for sure. But anyway, what I'm seeing really that's coming through here is you have a yes answer. Okay, so it's any question that I may not answer through this video, or this could also be yes to, things that you need to do, or it's just, you're going the right way. But there is another type of yes here too that I'm seeing, is because it's very happy. It's like fulfillment. What you were maybe happy with, and know that cycle is ending, because there's something that's coming in that's you're going to be reevaluating some truths and discoveries and making yourself happy on a whole new, brand new path. And it is you're going in your first house. It's a year ahead, and this is where the energies start anyway. And it's really showing up in the cup. So anyway, let's see here. You may need to slow your pace down and steady yourself a bit this week, okay? That's what came through. Like any information you receive, and you may not be responding, and you need to respond, can be a consequence of that. So kind of slow yourself down, pace yourself down, whatever it is that you're doing. So be connected to work or whatever you do most of the day. Okay. Now you may be working on a project or a hobby or something like that with a partner, okay, or another person, and it's really, the word that comes out here, a really clean, honest type of connection. Okay, so I like that. There could be some discussions this week. Communications is really coming into focus, and they could be, besides work or business, these conversations could go on to personal levels, extend beyond. Interesting conversations, okay? Not just business, Now, do be aware of a negative person around you. It's someone that you did trust, that you trusted, okay? They could betray you, okay? That's something to think about and reevaluate your thoughts on that person. So that did show up for some of you. Okay, there is skepticism here, and that's good. It's because there's some things that you should be a little bit weary about, because this uncertainty is looming. You may need to re-educate yourself with something, rethink something, okay? Something you thought you knew, okay? You start rethinking about, okay? Many things that you thought you knew and wondered about makes you actually wonder that maybe you don't know everything that you thought about a person, situation, or whatever it is. I see doubts, trust issues, and uncertainties, okay? And this could be distressful, okay? Very, stressful. But it is what it is. Just look into the hidden knowledge and things that you don't know about, or you think you do. Just, research a little, things like that. That did show up. Okay. For some, your love life, okay, is really in focus, and it could be distracting, and, you're losing your concentration. It could be distracting you from some things. That did show up specifically for some. Okay, now, a friend or someone may be helping you out with something and expect a return favor later, like one hand washes the other type, okay? Expect that some plans could change, okay? There could be some cancellations are possible that did show up. Confusion and doubts are showing up here, okay? Wow. Okay, the message here really is have faith in yourself and in others, okay? Because you have some good people around. Okay, so concentrate on them. The ones that are always been there for you type of people, okay? So that really came through because you do have changes. You got, and this is powerful. It's like you've got a powerful path ahead, okay? I like that. Anyway, on the plate. Okay, I see a win here, okay? You got some dynamic energy and moving into a new direction, okay? And you are on the right path. That's really showing up here, okay? Again, you know, revealing who is true and who is false in your life, getting rid of the negative people that you trusted, things like that, hidden information, hidden aspects of showing up here. Focus on your strengths. That is really coming through. Strong message. Focus on your strengths, okay? And working on your goals because you're on the right path and really starting a new direction and it's dynamic. So you got some really good energy here. I like that. Well, anyway, I'm going to, let me move this over. And we're going to pull a card for each section. And we're going to see, I pull a card for each section and then like an outcome card too and a special message card. Okay, there you go. You got the Chariot right away. Okay, so when you get the Chariot, that's like the main theme or foundation of this. So we did see a win here. So this is really, you know, moving in the right direction. Even though you may be pulled into separate ones, sometimes you need to focus, but this is a, you're going on the right direction is what I'm feeling right here when I'm including it with the rest of the reading and moving into a powerful path. Okay, it's a win situation. You're going the right way. This is people around you, career, society, other things that are around. The focus is on, you know, you got the Lover's card. So love can be in focus, commitments, contracts, also choices and decisions. Okay, so that's really coming into focus here. Your personal side, you got the Three of Cups. This is collaborations. This is socializing. This is reconnecting with friends. These are good like-minded friends. There could be some celebrations coming in too. Then you have the Four of Rods in the matters of the heart. For some of you, this is really trying to build that foundation, these ideas of building a happy home, a family, things that are very important to you. Okay, that's a focus there. There could be some, you know, with these cards coming up here like this, there could be a wedding coming up, a celebration, happy news in the home too. That's in the matters of the heart, okay? And this is like an outcome card. So you have the Empress. I mean, this, you got some good cards here, and you do have some major arcana. So when there's major arcanas too, there is these changes, but they're powerful changes. So you go, this is really working into what makes you happy. Fertile, bright new energy of, you know, it's the Empress. This could also indicate support from females. This is very nurturing energy too. This is new beginnings really showing up here too, okay? Sometimes it does say just don't focus on one thing. Don't be obsessive in one area. Try to focus, distribute your thoughts everywhere, but don't over multitask either. You need to follow through on things too. And your outcome card. So you got the Knight of Pentacles. When you got the Knight of Pentacles, this is working on, you know, you're going on the right path here, working on something that's really stable in the future. Sometimes this does talk about an earth sign could be very prominent and figure prominently, okay? Good news coming in. Also, it could be a focus really on money, making money, opportunities that are coming in, business, and stuff like that. Okay, now I'm going to see what the underlining energy is because that's really a big focus. I always do that too. And then I'm going to pull the whole reading together, not just individually. Okay, so you got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, question one. What are you cultivating? What are you, where are you putting all your energy? Okay, this is sometimes talking about multitasking. This is sometimes making some decisions, indecisions. This could be with finance. This could be with love, with things in your life. These are things that maybe, you know, you need to reevaluate again. We do have that 7 type of energy we were seeing through the cup and that coming through too, okay? So when we're including the subconscious energy and with the cups reading and everything we're seeing here, you know, you're really definitely starting a new cycle, okay? Reinventing yourself, okay? And starting a new clean slate, okay? So that's what we're seeing throughout the entire reading. You could be feeling a little bit maybe unrealistic, or that things that are there that may be bothering you about maybe career and possibly where you want to go, okay? You know, we see those questions coming up. But still, there is some happy energy here despite anything. Intensity can happen, okay? And I think it could be around a crowd of people maybe, so be careful. You could feel that maybe someone is harassing you, stalking you. They could be acting inappropriate. You could be feeling some jealousy, or you feeling the jealousy, or some kind of compelling attraction too in the matters of the heart too. So make sure that these are real things that are happening, or maybe it's just your gut feeling that's telling you that too. Be more open to yourself, okay? Be more, how do I say? Yeah, be more open to yourself. And be, you know, maybe it is a good time to kind of isolate yourself, be more to yourself, work on yourself, let go of any past issues, make a wish that you want to create is the best way to say it, okay, for like the year ahead, okay, beginnings. I feel the beginnings of freedom, okay, that's coming in some way, but you and your mind, okay, could play tricks with you. So when it comes to love, jealousy, things like that, be careful of that, okay? So that's, you know, these could be things, you know, your mind could just wander and into dark places. So we don't want that. Get rid of that. Okay? You may feel, in a way, maybe powerless with others, like you have things to say, but no one maybe is listening to you. Those are examples. But don't waste your time on negativity, okay? Focus on what you want and let go of anything that is negative, okay? Okay, because what you really can do is you can create right now, okay? You can create and be what you want to be. What is it that you want to be? You could be anybody. I mean, think of Donald Trump, okay, aka president, okay? Enough said there, okay? So gems have that. You can actually be anyone you want. This is the energy that you're having like throughout the year, okay? It's time to speak your truth, okay? Let that come out to you. Speak your truth to yourself. Stand in your power, okay? And be what your soul wants you to be. This is your moment. This is your chance, Gemini, really. Okay, get rid of any negativity and you could instantly feel massive relief and walk into exciting new beginnings, because look what's coming in. I mean, look at this. You have really interesting cards here. Well, anyway, that was just tying in the entire reading, what I saw. And like I said, the birthday video is right after this. This was your reading for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday month. Happy birthday to the ones that are really celebrating, the ones that already started celebrating, and have a great week. And until next time, bye for now. Happy birthday, Gemini. I hope you have a wonderful solar year ahead. Make all your wishes come true. Basically, the energies that I've been seeing for all the private readings I've been doing, and the energies that really, underlying energies that come through, you guys really are on a powerful path. You could be anyone you want to be. You can do anything you want. Just make sure it's your sole purpose and do something about it, because you have a powerful year ahead, and I think even for some time ahead. So Manifest, make those dreams come true. Hope you have a wonderful year ahead. Anyway, I'm going to be describing, some traits about Gemini, of course, and some thoughts that I have on them, and on, your basic personality traits, things like that. I do understand the Geminis because my essence is the third house of Gemini. I'm born in that. My Mercury is Gemini, so I really understand that part too. And I've had a few friends that are Gemini. I've worked with a lot of Geminis too, so I'll discuss that. Basically, your ruler is Mercury. We know that. The symbol is the twins. The color is yellow. That's what they, it's basic astrological traits. And your metal is Mercury, and your gemstone's agate. So, what are Geminis really kind of known for? Your character, your personality. I mean, typical Geminis really are very clever, very quick-witted. Often you can be hysterically funny. I mean, I can laugh with the Gemini. They're just so quick. Those jokes just come out unbelievable, okay? And I love them. Even debating with them. You guys are usually really great communicators, okay? You could talk your way into or out of anything, okay? There's a sense of swift moving energy with you guys, okay? You're like free spirits. You do spend most of your time like rushing from place to place and spreading the latest news, checking into whatever looks most interesting or unusual. Your mind is just everywhere. You love exchanging thoughts and ideas, and you rarely pass up any chance to like join in like spirited discussions. I mean, your range of discussions depends on what your topics are, but you can actually discuss anything. When life gets a little bit too quiet for you, you may deliberately stir things up, like an attempt to make something more exciting happen, okay? You're basically interested in, how do I say, particularly everything. I mean, most Geminis I know do, and my Mercury, believe me, same way. But you could be inclined to sometimes delve into like, no, what I want to say, there's a sense of no follow through sometimes, okay? You can go from subject to subject, okay? So you don't go deeply into any topic. Or if you do, you make that point and you go on and you continue discussions, and it just goes from one discussion to another. I've noticed that with my friends too. There's just too much to talk about. So it's like you got your thoughts are everywhere. You're trying to bring everything out. And believe me, I have that problem. And so sometimes you need to learn to take your time, okay? To be able to probe a little bit more into depth, or stay on one subject, or one single thing at a time, okay? Because your attention can be quickly, distracted, okay? But again, at the same time, your attention is quickly caught though, okay? And you follow wherever or whatever leads you, okay? And you kind of go with the lead. Even if you don't know about something, it's like your mind processes things, and logically too at the same time, and intuitively, that you kind of can almost seem like you are an expert at some kind of subject or topic. That's another thing that's really amazing about Geminis. You are easily, like I said, distracted, and you're likely to go from off in a tangent, here or there, okay, at a drop of a hat is the best way to describe you. Because you could spread yourself so thin sometimes too, okay? You may garner a reputation for being rather superficial, but that's because sometimes you multitask a lot, or you're just going from one thing to another and blah, 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 things like that, okay? Like in relationships, you are a dual sign. You do want your freedom, but you don't want to be alone either, okay? And I know that with my friends. You are prepared to sacrifice some of your freedom in exchange for enduring relationships and meaningful ones, okay? Love is important to you, but also is friendship and companionship, okay? They're very equally important to you too. So I've known Geminis that really want to be best friends with their partners, which is great. It should be that way. you do enjoy romantic encounters, but you have to have interesting conversations. There has to be some mental connections, okay, with the person. Intelligence, humor are more likely to attract you, hold your attention than beauty and style, okay? Um, what else can I say? Well, emotional displays can scare you, and you are uncomfortable dealing with feelings, yours or anyone else's, okay? When you do commit to someone, though, you like to know that they're cared about and appreciated, okay? But you don't want your partner to make a big deal about it either. You want this kind of, yes, you want the emotions, but, there's like, you're trying to make a balance between emotions and um, your intellectual energies. Now, what's interesting enough is Geminis that I know, which I'm very similar with, is there is a sense of follow through can be challenging, because for me, as with my Mercury and Gemini, I know that I want to change things sometimes. It's like I can't keep things the same. And I do this with my videos too. It's like I have to add something new. I always feel like there has to be a foundation. It's always the same, yes, and I'm always on time and on schedule. I think that's my Cancer sun too. That helps that. But there's always something. I'm always getting ideas that I think, oh, I need to add this, need to add that. Then I eliminate, put in, blah, 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 blah. Now, another thing that's really a misconception about Geminis that I know too, with my friends that I know too, is you tend to be very emotional and sensitive. And especially the females that I know, really, they can be. And I think it's because, your neighbor is Cancer. Remember, we do kind of flow the energies between both the signs between us. But, it's like you're very emotional. You do show sentiment, but you take an intellectual approach to it. Another thing about Geminis that is amazing is, the other air signs like Aquarius, Libra, yeah, they're very logical thinkers. Yes, so of course they're Geminis. And that's a very logical side to me too. But you have intuition. It's like you come up with epiphanies all the time. And then there's this intuition, and you read into it intelligently, and you combine intelligence with intuitive intelligence, and I absolutely love that about Geminis too. Okay, now some of you like me, I know I am a great writer. I can put anything down on paper. Talking, there's sometimes that nervous type of tone to my voice. And I think it's because I just can rattle off. And honestly, I have a lot of children. I've been always trying to put out things as fast as I can. And I think that's what happens. But it's like you can communicate very well what you need. If you want to communicate, you can. Sometimes your thoughts don't match your tongue, though. But there's sometimes, especially people who have a Mercury and Gemini like me, there can be this nervous tone to their voice. Then again, I have very blunt in speech. But you guys can sometimes, like I said, multitask a lot. And, one thing I've learned with my friends, you make promises, and it's not that you don't keep them. Sometimes you want to innovate something. When new things come in, you try to change plans. You can be forgetful because you sometimes have too much going on. And that's where the people think you're maybe sometimes superficial or things like that. But honestly, if you just remind a Gemini, you stay on the course, they don't mean to break their promises in that. Now, you're very convincing, okay? You really are. Now, that means it can go both ways, okay? It's like, honestly, and if anyone can bullshit and lie and look you in the face and make it convincing, it's a Gemini. And I know, I've seen my friends do it. It's like amazing. But at the same time, that honest side and whatever you say from the heart and from that mind is just so genuine and so convincing. It's like, the used car salesman, you guys can do that too. But really, Gemini has really that gift of gab and writing. Some of you really are amazing and talented writers and very intuitive too. And definitely, I think Geminis are extremely intelligent too. Well, anyway, I do have a birthday special solar year reading that I do. It's really great. Many people have purchased it and absolutely love it. If you know a Gemini, you can purchase one of those. It's like really a fun thing. And people have done that as gifts and they really loved it, or some have purchased for themselves. So there's another option. I use solar astrological oracle cards with it for every month and blah, blah, blah. You can see that on my website. But anyway, thank you for having that intuitive intelligence, being able to come up with these great ideas. You bring out fascination in this world. You some of you are like the best scientists too, and journalists, and these are the scientists that actually write down their reports that everybody wants to read. Thank you for bringing that part in our world. I wish you all a very happy birthday. Again, you guys are very powerful, especially this year coming in. Make what you can for yourself. Do what you can. Get rid of anything from the past and just move forward. I mean, be that Gemini you are, okay? The brilliance that shines through. Well, anyway, like I said, happy birthday to all of you. Wish you all the best and many blessings from the heart. Bye, guys.